It means the amount of heat required to change the state of liquid into vapor state at its melting point of 1 kilogram of substance is termed as latent heat of vaporization. What we know? It means the amount of heat required to change 1 kilogram of liquid into vapor state at constant temperature. What is that temperature? That is its boiling point. The amount of heat required to change 1 kilogram of liquid to vapor state at constant temperature is known as latent heat of vaporization. To the next, we know the latent heat of vaporization of liquid water is 22.5 into 10 to the power 5 joule per kg. It means, for example, the latent heat of vaporization of water is 22.5 into 10 to the power 5 joule per kg. It means if we have 1 kilogram of water at 100 degrees centigrade, then to convert into vapor state, 22.5 into 10 to the power 5 joule heat energy is required. What it means? It means to convert 1 kilogram of liquid water at 100 degrees centigrade into vapor state at 100 degrees centigrade, the temperature remains same, then 22.5 joule 22.5 joule of heat energy is required. So the next, let us discuss two observations in our daily life which is related to latent heat. What are these? The first one is that cooling is more effective with ice in comparison to water at same temperature. What it means? It means if we have water at 0 degree centigrade and if we have ice at 0 degree centigrade, then which one is more effective in cooling? We know that when we heat ice and when it absorbs the latent heat, then it will convert into liquid state at same temperature. It means the liquid water at same temperature has more heat content in comparison to ice at same temperature. That's why the ice at 0 degrees centigrade is more effective in cooling. What is the difference between the two? The difference is that of only and only latent heat. So what we know, it means the ice, when we compare the heat content of ice and water at same temperature, that is 0 degree centigrade, then we know that when we heat ice and provide it latent heat, then it is converted to liquid state. It means the heat content of liquid water is higher to that of ice at same temperature. What is the difference? They have the difference They have the difference of latent heat. It means the ice is more effective in cooling in comparison to liquid water at same temperature. Due to latent heat, the ice is more effective in cooling in comparison to liquid water at 0 degree temperature. Clear? Let us discuss the next observation, that is, the burning with steam is more severe in comparison to water at same temperature. It means when we have water at 100 degrees centigrade and when we have steam at 100 degrees centigrade, then in that case the burning with steam is more severe in comparison to the water at same temperature. Then what we have the observation? Burning with steam is more severe, dangerous in comparison to liquid water at same temperature. It means if we have liquid water at 100 degrees centigrade and if we have a steam at 100 degrees centigrade, then burning with steam is more severe. We know why it is so, because of latent heat. Because when we further heat water at 0 degrees centigrade, then it will absorb certain amount of heat, that is latent heat, and it is converted into steam at 100 degrees centigrade. It means the heat content of a steam is greater than the heat content of liquid water at same temperature. That's why the burning with steam is more severe. That is no. It means when we heat, when we further heat liquid water at 100 degrees centigrade, then it will absorb certain amount of heat. What is that one? Latent heat. Latent heat of vaporization. And converted to steam at same temperature. It means they have the difference of latent heat. It means the liquid water and the steam at same temperature that is 100 degrees centigrade have difference in their heat content. It means they have difference in their heat content. Therefore, the burning with steam is more severe in comparison to water. Therefore, burning with steam is more severe in comparison to water at same temperature. If you want to represent it, what we can see, that means liquid water at 100 degrees centigrade plus latent heat is equals to steam at 100 degrees centigrade. If we add latent heat to liquid water at 100 degrees centigrade, then it is converted into steam at 100 degrees centigrade. Here we see that the steam contains what? More heat, that is latent heat, in comparison to liquid water. That's why burning with the steam is more severe. We have seen in our daily life that the naphthalene balls, which is acting as moth repeller, which we use in clothes. In order to protect our cloth, we use naphthalene balls to remove the moth in our cloth. But after a certain period, after 1 month, 2 months, what we see that they disappear. So the next, we have also observed that while worshipping God, Rama, Krishna, when we burn the camphor, then what we see? We see that the solid camphor directly converted into vapor or gaseous state. You see here, we have studied in the previous classes that on heating solid changes to liquid, and then liquid changes to gases. But in this context, what we see, when we burn camphor, when we heat camphor, it is directly converted into vapor state or in gaseous state. The process is termed as sublimation. Now we will study what is sublimation. You know what is sublimation? The process of conversion of solid directly into vapor state without going into liquid state. Clear? To the next, we will discuss the next one. If we have naphthalene balls or if we have camphor, when we heat it, then it directly converted into vapor without going into liquid state. The process is termed as sublimation. To the next, we see that here the camphor is known as sublime. The camphor is termed as sublime. But when we cool the vapor again, it is converted into camphor. It means this camphor is known as sublime. And to the next one, the vapor, when they are cooled, we get the solid that is termed as sublimate. It means, what is sublime? Sublime means the substance which undergoes sublimation is termed as sublime. The next one, what is sublimate? Sublimate, on cooling the vapor, a solid is obtained known as sublimate. It means when we heat camphor, and camphor is termed as sublime. And when we cool the vapor of camphor, we got a solid substance. That solid substance is termed as what? That solid substance is termed as sublimate. To the next, we know sublimation means the process of conversion of solid directly into vapor state without going into liquid state is known as sublimation. And when we cool the vapor, then it directly changes into solid state without going into liquid state. The process is termed as deposition. The next one is that, what is deposition? The process of conversion of vapor directly into solid state without going into liquid state on cooling. It's termed as deposition. Here I have left the process of conversion of solid directly into vapor state without going into liquid state on heating. We know deposition means the process of conversion of vapor directly into solid state without going into liquid state on cooling is termed as deposition. Let us have some example. For example, of Sublimating substances. What are these? These are dry carbon dioxide, solid carbon dioxide, or we can say dry ice. The next one is naphthalene. The next one is anthracene. The next one is ammonium chloride. Ammonium chloride. The next one is camphor. The next one is camphor. What we know till now? We know solid changes to liquid. Changes to liquid. The process is known as melting, or this is also known as melting or fusion. The liquid changes to what? This one is liquid. The liquid changes to solid, melting or fusion on heating. Liquid changes to solid, the process is known as solidification. Solidification or freezing. This is known as melting point. The liquid changes into gas. The liquid changes into gas. Liquid changes into gas, the process is known as vaporization. Or we can say boiling. You can say boiling. The process or the point is termed as on heating. At its boiling point. The next, what we have studied, that on cooling vapor, it is converted into liquid state. The process is known as condensation. Vaporization is known as condensation. We have also studied that on heating the solid changes into gas. Solid changes into gas. The process is known as sublimation. And when gas changes into solid, this is on